Okay guys, in response to this request, somebody asked me on the comment section, how can I get the full video? It's more of satisfying. Alright, so somebody requested for the full video of my strategies, how I use the Ichimoku span and how I was able to get the result in my previous video. Alright, so here I'm going to make a similar video and I'll also review the previous video to him so that he can also take note how I apply the same strategies on this currency pairs and how I'm able to make this profit, and I'll show him the strategies how I apply it in real life trade. Alright, so over here is the gold. You can see at the top left corner of the screen I'm using 30 minutes time frame to trade this gold, and this is the point where I took my entry, still using the same strategies in the previous video. Here I'm using Ichimoku and RSI. You can see that at level 10 and 15 at the oversold level of the RSI, when the Ichimoku touches the oversold line and the Chiku span returns back into the cloud, you can see it right here that when the Chiku span returns back into the cloud, that is when we'll have this bullish movement going back. Alright, and also if you look at the candle formation, you see what we have right here. You can see that you have a doji candle that is under 30 minutes time frame. You have this doji candle that is colored green. This shows that buyers are back into the market to push the price back up. Alright, so at this point, this is where I'm supposed to make my entry. Alright, this point where you have this doji candle is where I'm supposed to make my entry, but I was late a little in the market. So when I noticed the market has gone up, you know that it has started buying, so I took my entry at this level on this very candlestick. That is where I took my entry. Immediately I took that entry, I bring my stop loss to this level down here. Alright, I place my stop loss. So as usual, the market moves up a little and then start going down and then return back as I predicted. That is for gold. And as you can see, if you follow the chart up, you can see that the market went up and also returned back, going towards my stop loss, and then create another support level and then begin to move up till this present price level where we are right now. Also, if I go back to USDJPY, the same thing happens here, but in an opposite direction. Alright, this one happened in opposite direction. You can see that it is also on 30 minutes time frame, and at this level, you can see that at this level here, the Ichimoku is at the overbought area. The previous one was at oversold area, but this one now is at overbought area. The Ichimoku and the RSI, they are both at the overbought area, and as soon as the Chiku span of the Ichimoku returned back into the cloud, alright, as soon as they returned back into the cloud, that is where I took my entry. Also, if you observe the chart, the condition of the chart, you can see right there that the chart formed a kind of double top. Alright, if you follow chart pattern, you can see what happened right there. There is a kind of double top formation. Okay, you can see right here, this is one top and this is the second top. So it is expected that there will be a kind of a reversal movement right here. So I would have, under normal circumstances, I would have allowed it to hit this previous support level. You understand? I would have allowed the price to drop down to hit this previous support level, then I take a sell, haven't break this previous support level, but having my confirmation on this other side using this indicator, haven't gotten my confirmation right here, and haven't gotten this double top formation, I do not have to wait any longer. So I took my shot on this green candle right here. So I haven't take that shot. I have this boom, this down movement, this bearish movement coming down. All right. So even when I have this bounce back, I do not bother myself. I still hold the trade, hoping that it will keep moving down. All right. Right here that I have this formation right here, you can see that the indicator has hit the oversold level. So this is another strong signal that will like encourage me to close my trade, because I have seen it hitting the oversold level many times. All right, you can see it hitting it for the third time, so I can as well close my trade right here and wait for a reversal movement, or I can just close and go check another currency pair for a possible continued trading opportunity. So right now I'm going to close my USD, my USDJPY. I'm going to close the trade right now. It's a profitable one, so I can't hold it any longer. So I'll go ahead and close it for the meantime. Looking at the gold, I still believe that it will keep, it will keep buying, but also this area is another strong resistance and support area. So to avoid loss, I can as well close this entry. All right, to be on the server side. Now let's go back to the indicator. The indicator still remain the same. RSI, which is relative strength index, and Ichimoku. This is the RSI setting. You can see it right there, and then the Ichimoku setting. All right, so this is just the setup I use for my trading. The live trade in my previous video was on Euro USD. You can see the currency pair up there. Now this is the area where I took my entry. You can see where this green cloud, which is the Ichimoku cloud, and the RSI get to the oversold level. This oversold level, at that particular point, if you look at the candlestick at that area, you could see a dodgy candle. Also, you can see a dodgy candle after having this drop down. You can see this lengthy downtrend movement, so I suspected a reversal movement. Also having my confirmation at this oversold. All right, so I know that this point, this market is going to reverse back up. All right, so if I zoom out this chart, you could see clearly that there is a dodgy candle, which is a confirmation on the candlestick pattern. Also on the indicator side, you can also see that they are both at the oversold level. So that was a strong confirmation for me to make my buy entry. So that was how I enter the trade in my previous video. And whenever I have such a confirmation, I usually take aggressive entry. If I have enough capital. So you can see here that I make entry with 5 lot size, just 2 entry, instead of having multiple entry of 2 lot size or 1 lot size. I just make just 2 lot size, 5 lot size with 2 entry, and in a little while I was able to make a reasonable profit having this confirmation on Euro USD. It is the same strategy, just using ROSI and Echimoku, and you can get this done any day, anytime. But you can't take more than 5 trades a week. It's always difficult to have such a formation. Alright, it's always very difficult to have such formation. Before you have such signal, it must take a couple of days for a market to move to an oversold area. It usually happens when the market is ranging. When the market is ranging, you can have a kind of 2 to 3 entry per day. But when the market is on a particular trend, it is usually difficult. And when you immediately you catch the trend, it's going to be right at the beginning. So if you hold it for 2-3 days, man, you're going to blow your bank, because you'll be making a very huge profit starting from the oversold heading towards the overbought area. That is how I make my entry, and that is how I do my analysis on different currency pairs, and they work for me. But also know this is not the only way to analyze markets. This is not the dependable way to trade. Alright, there are a lot of other stuff like price action, fundamental analysis, and lots more, currency indices and so on, that you need to learn to be a successful trader. You don't only depend on the chart movement, but you also study the chart and also study each currency indices in order to know how to follow up news and to follow up the strength of the currency in real life in order to know how to trade them on your trading platform. So there are lots that makes up a successful trader, not just using the indicators. And I would like to share all that in my next video, if only you will be available to watch and learn. Thanks for staying with us till this moment. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe to our channel, and share our video to as many that you would like to share in this wonderful idea. See you again in our next video.